Okay, adding a calendar to your website. A lot of teachers want just a basic calendar to let parents know upcoming events and such. So adding a Google Calendar to your website is actually really easy. So we're going to go over that. First things first though, I would suggest, in my opinion, that you do not use the Google Calendar that you already have in your Google account. So like if I'm in my Gmail and I go over to my apps box and I click Google Calendar, your school, or when your Google account was created, I've never been in here, so it's telling me all this new stuff. You already got a calendar that's like your name. It's not Trainer. It's whatever your name is. Like mine at Hudson is Mitchell M. at hudsonISD.org's calendar. That's my personal school calendar. So if someone in your organization uses the Google Calendar to like schedule ARDs and things like that, they can send you like an invitation. This is kind of like up there in calendar skills, but they can and they will start to, the more people use calendar. Invitation to like ARDs and meetings that have private information on them, and that will show up on your personal calendar. Like, I don't know how many of you had it happen to you, but somebody will send you like an invite and you click yes, I'm going, and now on your school calendar all of the information and the names that person sent you are now there. So you do not want to put your personal school calendar on your Google site. You want to make another calendar that's like your classroom calendar, and you want to share that one, and that way that will avoid confusion. So right now, all of you guys, if you click on My Calendars, it looks like you have your personal, because remember my name is Google Trainer, so that would be your name. Like at my school it's Misty Mitchell, that's my personal calendar, and it looks like somebody's created a birthday calendar and shared it with you guys, and then everybody will also have a tasks calendar, and that's a whole nother training, so we'll just leave it there. So what you want to do right now though is create a new calendar that's going to be your classroom calendar. So just go to click Create Calendar, and this is going to say, I would suggest putting your name on it to avoid confusion with other things. Miss Mitchell's Classroom Calendar. And it already puts your school. You can, describe it, and then you can say where it is. Time zone, we're in Central. Now right here, you want to make this calendar public because this is the one that's going to show up on your website. So you click the Share This Calendar, and it defaults to everyone at Woden ISD. Well, for this calendar, you don't want that. You want it public because this is going to be the one you want your parents to see. And then you have options which you want to see all event details there. That's what you want it to say. So you need to change that. And we don't want to share it with specific people because this is just the one we're going to put on the website, and then you're going to click Create the Calendar. And then it warns you. It's telling you everyone will be able to see the stuff that is on here. So you don't ever want to put stuff on this calendar that's private. So you say yes. Alright, and then it should, it just did right when I clicked it. Now we have Miss Mitchell's Classroom Calendar pop up under My Calendars. So this is the calendar that you're going to want to type important events in. This is another thing that confuses people, so be careful. When you want to add an event to your calendar now, you want to make sure you put it on the right calendar. So you're going to select the calendar, and most people even go the extra mile and they click down here and say display only this calendar, and that way the only stuff that shows up is stuff on that calendar. So you would, you could go in here and type in an event. So I'll say test over unit 2. Okay. And then you can even go in and edit the event and make it, a time or whatever you wanted to do. leave it all day. It doesn't matter. That would be specific to whatever. You can add attachments. Some teachers I know add like test reviews or whatever like that. So right here you can add an attachment. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with Google Calendar, but again, it's like a totally different training and it could last for days. So anyway, we'll add the event. So now I have this, and it's green because this calendar's color is green. You can change the color if you don't like green. Right there, just click the arrow and choose whatever. If you wanted it blue, it doesn't really matter. Okay? And so now we need to put this calendar on our website, which is super easy. So we're going to go over to our website, and we are going to add a page, and this page is going to be called Class Calendar. It is a web page, and it's top level, so we hit Create. Alright, and then once that gets up here, we're going to Insert. Look right there, Calendar. And this should, yep, there we go. See, it's popping up all your calendars that are in your Google account. Remember, do not pick your personal one. That's the one that's tied to your email address. We want Classroom Calendar. And then we select it. And then right here, I just leave this default. I don't change it. And then you could change the view. You want month, week view, doesn't matter. I always leave month for parents. And then time zone. The time zone should be fine because it's set on your, when you created the calendar, so that should be fine. And I leave all this checked. If you don't want something like that, you can delete it. And then you hit save. Now it's got the box in there, and if I hit save up at the top, now my Google Calendar is on my web page. And it is that easy, people.